Hey there, Google users. I'm Mr. Haney, bringing to you another Haney training video. All right, today we're going to be focused on using links in Google Slides to enhance our lessons and student work. Now, this is going to kind of fall in that intermediate range, so you need to know the basics of Google. If you don't, check out this link here, and then I want you to come on back to make sure you're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss this because using links in slides helps you to differentiate for your students, increases student engagement, and it also helps you modify your lessons to enhance that student experience and work. Now, I don't want you to take my word for it, so I'm going to show you 3 examples. This first example right here is just a simple story problem. And I took it and I added different pathways to differentiate for students. As they're going through, if they get a question wrong, it brings them to a reteach page. So now that any misconceptions they might have get cleared up before they move on. If they get the questions right, they don't need that, so it just takes them to the next step of the adventure. Now this next one, so much in student engagement. My students chose what they wanted to research, how they wanted to research it, how they wanted to put it on their slide, and then they linked it all together. So when they were done, they got to learn about animal adaptations and how that affects their survival and habitats by exploring the zoo based on where they wanted to go. They loved it. Now this last one, I took notes I already had right here of different types of triangles, and then I just made it into a simple seek and find. So now they're able to enhance their experience because they're learning and then testing their knowledge by looking for the different triangles. They get it wrong, it tells them. They get it right, it tells them, so that they get that immediate feedback. So that's just ways I've used it. You can use it in so many other different ways, but let's get to building. All right, let's get to using the links on our slides. So 2 things that you're going to need to know. Something to put the link on and somewhere for the link to go. So we only have like 1 blank page over here, so we're going to want to add a couple more. I like just blank slides. It's a blank canvas for me to work with. All right, so let's do our first one. Let's highlight, let's get started. Go up to Insert Link. If you notice, there's a Command K shortcut, or if you're a Chromebook user, Control K. You're going to want to use this after you get kind of used to it because it'll save you a little bit of time. Now, right here, it has a place to put something to link to. We don't want to worry about that. We're going to go down to Slides and Presentation so that it'll take us directly to a slide. And let's scroll down and choose Slide 3. So now when they click on Let's Get Started, it's going to take them to Slide 3. So great job, but now it's time to do something a little more fun. We're going to start by inserting an image. I always insert images through the Google apps when I'm building stuff because they are licensed for use, so you're okay to use them. So we're going to search up a falcon so that we can teach students about the adaptations of a falcon by letting them be able to explore it and not just having them look through notes to a slide. Now, by using this one picture, that can offer 1 link, so we're going to have a little workaround here. We're going to insert a shape over the top of it. So now the biggest problem with inserting a shape over the top of it, which you're going to see, is as I put it over the talon, all right, boom, I just have a random square, and I don't want that there. So if you go up to the top to your toolbar, you can actually make it transparent by using the bucket. All right, choose transparency, and now it kind of blends in. So when students click on it, all right, they think they're clicking on the talon and not the square. So now we need to go to Insert, Link, and there's Command K or Control K. We want to scroll down and use Slide 4. So when they click on that talon, it's going to take them to Slide 4. Now there's one more tool that I want to highlight. That's called Polyline. Now this Polyline tool, the reason it's so great is because not every time you can make things work perfectly with a square or circle. So we're actually going to be able to trace the wing of our falcon to add a link. So we can add that link to put on top of it. But of course it's going to make just a weird looking shape, just a big blotch on our picture. So we want to go back to the fill bucket and make it transparent. And now we can add that link to it. Once again, Control K if you're a Chromebook user, MacBook users, Command K. Let's make it Slide 5, all right, and let's just add quick text so we know that we sent them to the right place to check our work. So this page is going to be for talons, all right, and then let's go to the next slide. This slide is going to be for wings, all right, so now we're good to go test our work. Now, one last thing, if you're going to send students somewhere or have students make you something, it's good to have a back button like we're adding here. This way they can get back to where they started. So let's insert a link on top of this. All right, and we'll make this bring us back to Slide 2. All right, and then after we add this link and it's all built, we can actually copy this button and add it to the rest of our slides. So you don't have to make a back button every single time. You can copy it and add it to all your slides. So, and that's super helpful to you. So now let's test our work. All right. All right, so let's go back. It brought us to where we wanted to go. Let's click on the wings. It brought us to wings. Let's click on the talon. It brought us to talons. All right, we did a great job. All of our links worked perfectly. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this, please use it in your classroom.